Uncovering more holes in the mental health system in Virginia following the stabbing of State Senator Cree Deeds. A report from the Treatment Advocacy Center reveals the Commonwealth only has 37% of the beds considered necessary to meet the population's needs.
And that translates into a real loss for many families, including one in Norfolk that is now working to change the system and save lives. Head of your side, Stephanie Harris, has one mother's eye-opening interview.
Tom, Nicole, this handsome young man right here is Chaz Kirkwood. Chaz took his own life 2 years ago. He is one of many, his mother said, who is a victim not of his mental illness, but of the system's inability to treat him.
He went and sought help over and over and over again.
Chaz Kirkwood battled mental illness for over a decade, but his biggest fight, his mom says, was against a broken system.
It was truly the revolving door of years and years and years.
Tucker Corprew describes her son as a smart, outgoing guy. He had a wife and lots of friends, but despite taking medication, started hearing voices and becoming paranoid. They took him to the Community Services Board at 7 one morning and waited until 3 in the afternoon. The CSB sent him to an emergency room where they waited until 11 the next morning for a bed. He was finally admitted for 3 weeks.
And they said they couldn't do any more. And then he was released and tried to commit suicide when he got home.
The family took him to another ER where they waited 11 hours. Again, he was admitted for 2 weeks, sent home because there was no long-term beds. Mom knew what was going to happen.
We just watched it happen and we couldn't stop it.
Chaz hanged himself. Several passages from Psalms surrounded him.
The General Assembly has underfunded the mental health system in Virginia.
Margaret Ballard is a former lobbyist and Corprew's friend. She says after the Virginia Tech shootings, the legislature pumped $42 million into the mental health care system, but that money virtually disappeared during the recession. This 2011 report from the Inspector General shows in that same time the number of psychiatric beds decreased. Eastern State Hospital in particular lost 100.
That was a huge mistake.
It's why these women believe Chaz died and why they started the Chaz Foundation. Through education and outreach, they hope to spark change and spare other families.
I can't save my child, but why not help somebody that's going through it now?
And one of their main goals is to get a crisis intervention team in Norfolk. They are partnering with the city and the community services boards. We put a link to their website on ours, wavy.com. Stephanie Harris, 10 on your side.